Hey everyone, it's Jen and welcome back for another income report. I cannot believe it is March already. So it is time to do the February 2024 income report. Now, if you watched these income reports last year, you know I showed about 5 or 6 different sites, and I have condensed this down to the 3 main sites. So let's dig in. The first site is the AI Niche Pursuits website that started back in September. I am happy to see that we did have some growth this month. So we ended up with 2.22K sessions, which was 3.22K views. We made about $6.48 off AdSense with an RPM of $2.34. And both of those are about double what it was last month. So it's nice to see that this is taking off, but honestly, it's just not taking off as much as I had wanted to. And because time is such a valuable commodity and I only have so much time to work, honestly, I have not been working on this as hard as I have in the past because my focus has really been on my main site. And we'll get into that more when we get to that slide. The second site is my food site. And this month, it was a little up, it was a little down. Sessions were down to 13.7K, but views were slightly up at 18.9. This is a very Pinterest friendly niche, so I get a lot of views from Pinterest. It's actually the number one source of traffic now. It has completely surpassed Google by a ton. And it's nice because people come to the site and then they keep jumping around, and the page per session is actually pretty high. This one is also on AdSense, and it made a total of $56.04 with an RPM of $3.54. I'm still trying to work on getting this on She Media, and I'm not really happy with just the runaround. But if you saw on Twitter, Mediavine is due to make a announcement in the next 2 weeks about possibly having a lower tier for publishers. So I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that maybe I can move over to that. That would be amazing. At least it has maybe a lower benchmark to aim for. But considering I have not worked on this food site since December, I'm really happy that it's just kind of steady along. Now, here is my main site, and I lovingly refer to it as YMYL-ish, meaning it started out very YMYL, and I have been shoving it over into less. And since I've been doing that, it has improved. It did get smacked really bad by the HCU, but if you look at the page views, you'll see that it is starting to come around. The page views were pretty close to last month, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yes, February has a few less days, but I'm just glad that it didn't see a major drop like we were seeing there for a while, so I'm going to take it. And total was about 21,000 sessions and 27.3 views. And honestly, every day it looks like my views are getting higher as far as the number of page views per session. So that's always a good sign. I've had lots and lots of people come and view multiple pages, and that's always a good sign. Here's the traffic breakdown. And as you can see, Google, or organic search in general, it is down and it's still the major player, but you'll notice that organic social is kind of growing there, and so is direct traffic. And one of the greatest things that I have, I don't know, accomplished or seen in the last few months is since I've been working on social media, the name of my site is the number one search term in Google Search Console. And that's amazing because a couple months back, for the first 2 years of this site, I never saw my name as a search result, like of something that people went to Google and looked for. And now I see it regularly. And that's just, it makes me feel good that people have heard the name and are specifically looking for it. That also explains why the direct traffic is pretty high. Now, I did get the referral traffic spam that people talked about from news.gretz.store. I'm still not 100% sure why this website in Poland was doing this, but basically it doesn't really count for anything. And I think Google has figured that out because in March, this is no longer showing up at all. So I don't know if they scraped it or blocked it or whatever. And it was interesting to see that the organic video has gone up. So the YouTube channel associated with this website has been steadily growing. It's still very small, but hey, it's working. So I'm pretty excited. Now, the thing that I'm like seriously the most happy about for this site is Facebook. Okay. So back in November, on a whim, I was like, some people are really having good luck with Facebook driving traffic. And I had tried before and I did not get anything. And I was like, we're going to give it another shot. And amazingly, it has really, really improved. The traffic has definitely come up. But the best part of Facebook to me is actually getting almost the instant feedback from people. And these are not just any people, these are my target audience. They tell me exactly what they want, what they're looking for, what they wish they knew, what they wish they had. And that is so valuable. And so, as you can see, back in December 31st, I had 328 followers. By the end of January, I had 2,400. And then by the end of February, I had 3,500. And this has mostly been organic. Um, I do spend a little bit on ads. I spend $5 a week to boost a post that I make every week, and that does help. But the majority of this is from people sharing the post to other people, and then they see it and then they start to follow along as well. So I know a lot of people are on this Facebook bandwagon and paying for followers. But if you don't have a big budget for that, you don't have to. You can grow this organically. And I can't tell because I obviously didn't grow it with an ad campaign like that. But I seriously wonder, if you're paying for all these followers, how active and engaged are the followers that they're buying? Because my engagement is insane. I mean, um, with 3,500 followers, my engagement is like 20,000 engagements per month, which is really high. The other thing is that back in January 23rd to be exact, I was invited into the Facebook bonus program, which was pretty amazing because everything I read stated you pretty much had to have 10,000 followers or more to get an invite. And I actually got it with only 1,800 followers. Once again, I feel like this comes back to engagement. Even though I had such a low follower count, all of my followers were so engaged. They interacted, they shared, they liked, they commented. And so the way Facebook bonuses work is they start based on the date of your invite. So mine went from January 23rd to February 22nd, and then the next one's February 23rd to March 22nd. So in January, I made a whopping $7.02. February went with a total of $40.19. And so even if you take out the $20 I spent on ads, it still was profitable. It added $20 to my bottom line, which is pretty amazing. Now, the primary revenue source on this website is display ads with She Media. And you can tell here by the graph on the top that the RPMs did go up. It was $11.37 last month, and this month it was right at $14. So I'm excited to see that go up. The total revenue went from 240 to 248, so I'm pretty happy about that. Here is the breakdown for the social media traffic. The pink is actually Pinterest, and the purpley color is Facebook. And so you can see that just by adding that Facebook traffic, so not only did I get paid for Facebook bonuses, but in February, it contributed about $20 to my ad revenue. So it's kind of nice to double dip. So it is a little bit less than January because February did have a little bit of a dip as far as engagement. But the good news is March, it starts to come back up again. So my total portfolio for the month of February came out to $345.19, which is up 12% compared to last month, which was $308.11. And I always kind of look at things not only this month versus last month, but also this month versus last year. So in last year of 2023 in February, I made a whopping $40.15. So that means I have increased my revenue by 759%. So I'm pretty dang happy. So I am hopeful that next month will be even better. And so please let me know how your sites are doing and if you see anything crazy or weird going on, because I have a feeling we are just seconds away from another Google update. I feel like we've all been waiting for it for the last 3 months. So come on, just go ahead and hit us. Anywho, I'll see you guys later. Bye.